The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. Can you imagine one day you are living in your everyday life, then the next you're in a completely different world, a world that you never knew was real but a story? Well, that's what happened to two twins by the name Alex and Connor Bailey. Alex and Connor Bailey are twins who live in a small house with their mother. Alex and Connor Bailey used to live in a much bigger house before, but their mother could not afford it after their father passed away. The twins' grandmother loves to travel all over the world. Whenever she comes back from a trip, she always brings all sorts of cool stuff for them. The frogman was once a human being, but was transformed into a frogman because he was a very ungrateful individual. The setting of the book is the twins' school and house. Once upon a time, there lived two twins by the name of Alex and Connor Bailey. One day, their grandmother gifted them the Land of Stories. The twins had no idea that they were about to enter a world that would change their lives forever. The Land of Stories is about two twins named Alex and Connor Bailey. Even though Alex and Connor are twins, they are very different from each other. Alex loves school and loves it when her teachers tell her stories about fairy tale creatures. Even though she knows that fairy tales are not real, she still loves listening to the stories. Whenever her teacher asks a question about a fairy tale, Alex would be the very first person to raise her hand. Connor, on the other hand, never listens in class and always falls asleep. One day, on Alex and Connor's 12th birthday, they are gifted the Land of Stories. The Land of Stories is a book that their grandmother and father used to read to them when they were little. In the middle of the book, Alex hears the Land of Stories making noises and decides to investigate what those noises were. She throws an object and disappears. She's now intrigued and throws herself in. Connor, a twin, saw that Alex had jumped into the Land of Stories and decided to follow her. Alex was mesmerized by what she saw and wanted to see more. Connor, on the other hand, wanted to get home, but there was no way out. Suddenly, a frogman appeared and said to them that there was a wishing spell that could take them back home. Alex and Connor started to search for the spell. They searched all kingdoms, hoping to find the secret ingredient. In the end, the twins' wishing spell items were stolen by someone. The twins did not know what to do until their fairy godmother told them that she could help. In Sir Ankh-Morpork's Ayah 69, it states that, "And those who drive in our cause, we will certainly guide them to our paths, for Allah is with those who do right." This ayah is saying that studying and gaining knowledge is an act of worship. The story connects back to my book, where the twins Alex and Connor are reading different types of fairy tales, and in each story it teaches them different lessons that can be applied in their daily lives. I love this book. It is so interesting to see all of your favorite fairy tales come to life.
Created using Powtoon.